was a man who had two sons. The younger son was spoiled, self-centered, and wanted to live a wild life. One day, the younger son told his father, "I want my share of your estate now before you die." So his father agreed to divide his wealth between his sons. The son took his new inheritance and all his belongings and started out on a journey to a far-away land. The father was uncertain and disappointed over the decision his younger son had made. But he was always diligently praying and trusting God for protection and guidance for his son. Day after day, he would look down the dusty road, anticipating the return of his son. Many days and weeks went by, but his son did not return. At the faraway lands, the son spent money on wild living, and he wasted his inheritance and everything he had. Even his friends left him. He began to starve.
The younger son gathered all together and took his journey into a far country, and there wasted his substance with riotous living.
I will say unto him, Father, I have sinned against heaven.
The younger son persuaded a local farmer to hire him, and the farmer sent him into the fields to feed the pigs. The young son became so hungry that even the pig food he was feeding them looked good to him, but no one gave him anything. Heartbroken, afraid, and ashamed, he finally came to his senses and said to himself, "At home, even the hired servants have food enough to spare, and here I am dying of hunger. I will go home to my father and say, 'Father, I have sinned against both God and you, and I am no longer worthy of being called your son. Please, take me on as a hired servant.'" So in the process of living wildly and eating with the pigs, he learned humility, brokenness, and heartache. So he returned home to his father, and while he was still a long way off, his father saw him coming. Filled with love and compassion, he ran to his son, embraced him, and kissed him. Father, I have sinned against both God and you, and I am no longer worthy of being called your son. But his father said to the servants, Quick, bring the finest robe in the house and put it on him. Get a ring for his finger and sandals for his feet, and kill the calf we've been fattening. We must celebrate with a feast. For this son of mine was dead, and he is now returned to life. He was lost, but now he is found. So the celebration began. Meanwhile, the older son was in the fields working. When he began to return home, he heard music and dancing in the house. And he asked one of the servants, What's going on? He said, Your brother is back. He was told him, Your father has killed the fattened calf. We are celebrating because of his safe return. But the older brother was angry and wouldn't go in. His father came out and begged him, but he replied, All these years I've slaved for you, and never once refused to do a single thing you told me to. And in all that time, you never gave me even one young goat for a feast with my friends. Yet when this son of yours comes back after squandering your money on wild living, you celebrate by killing a fattened calf. His father said to him, Look, dear son, you have always stayed by me, and everything I have is yours. We had to celebrate this happy day, for your brother was dead and has come back to life. He was lost, but now he is found.